Do not shop at Costco again until you watch this. What looks like a massive, no-nonsense warehouse club designed solely to help you save some cash on everyday household staples is actually a psychological masterclass in environmental manipulation. Behind those giant concrete floors, towering steel pallets, and raw industrial aesthetic lies a highly sophisticated system meticulously engineered to influence the way you navigate physical space, screw with your perception of value, and drastically accelerate the amount of money you drop during every single visit. From the moment you walk through those sliding glass doors and flash your paid membership card, it feels overwhelming, industrial, yet fundamentally exciting. That is entirely by design. Costco has spent decades perfecting an open-concept warehouse environment that strips away traditional retail hospitality and luxury aesthetics, but functions as a finely tuned, high-velocity sales engine that targets your deepest subconscious impulses. You might think you are in total control of your budget because you are buying items in bulk, but every single square foot of this concrete maze has been curated with one primary objective, which is making sure your oversized shopping cart is overflowing before you ever hit the register. This calculated choreography begins the exact second you step into the building, where the store utilizes a psychological tactic known in retail design as the decompression zone. Instead of being greeted by low-cost groceries, fresh produce, or basic paper towels, you are immediately confronted with high-end, sparkling electronics, premium jewelry, massive television screens, and seasonal luxury goods under bright, focused lighting. Studies in consumer behavior show that exposing shoppers to high-ticket luxury items right away completely recalibrates their internal spending threshold, making a $40 tub of laundry detergent or a $20 bulk snack pack feel incredibly cheap and insignificant by comparison. Once your brain has accepted this elevated baseline of spending, you are forced onto what industry insiders call the racetrack, the wide, unyielding main aisle that loops around the entire perimeter of the warehouse. Costco deliberately leaves this primary pathway free of prominent directional signage or aisle directories. There are no overhead signs telling you where the cereal or the coffee is located, forcing you to wander through the center aisles, affectionately known within corporate headquarters as the treasure hunt. By constantly rotating non-essential items, limited-time clothing deals, designer goods, and random home appliances into these center aisles, the store triggers a deep psychological fear of missing out. You subconsciously realize that if you do not grab that specific item today, it might be gone tomorrow, bypassing your logical budgeting defense mechanisms and transforming a casual grocery stroll into a series of urgent, impulse purchases driven by artificial scarcity. This sensory marketing shifts into high gear as you approach the deep perimeter of the store, where the aroma of fresh baked goods, hot rotisserie chickens, and sizzling food samples completely takes over your cognitive faculties. This is not just corporate generosity or a nice customer perk, it is highly persuasive biological programming. The scent of hot, savory food activates the salivary glands and alters your blood sugar perception, which research proves directly correlates with a higher volume of unplanned food purchases because a hungry shopper is a reckless shopper. The physical placement of these items is equally calculated. Costco purposefully buries its famous $5 rotisserie chickens at the absolute back of the warehouse, forcing you to walk through the entire length of the store and past thousands of tempting products just to reach the main staple you came for. Items in these sensory zones are stacked with industrial precision on massive wooden pallets, using heavy bulk packaging to create a powerful psychological illusion of ultimate wholesale value. Costco does not rely on traditional weekly sales, price match guarantees, or colorful discount stickers. Instead, they sell the absolute feeling of a bargain, wrapped in heavy-duty industrial plastic and validated by your annual membership fee. This feeling of exclusivity and smart consumerism extends directly into their highly profitable private label strategy. At first glance, Kirkland Signature products appear to be generic, low-cost alternatives, but look closer and you will see a brilliant brand alignment at play. Costco positions Kirkland Signature as a premium tier that matches or exceeds national brands in quality while remaining completely locked behind the warehouse membership wall. This strategy creates a deep loop of institutional trust, where shoppers blindly trust the private label because they believe the warehouse has pre-screened the value for them, completely ignoring the fact that they are buying massive quantities that often lead to household waste. But the most aggressive psychological tool in the Costco playbook is their high-low pricing matrix. While the store offers legendary loss leaders at razor-thin or negative margins, like their famous rotisserie chickens or their locked-in $1.50 hot dog and soda combo, they quietly offset these specific savings in other less obvious areas of the store. Staples like private label apparel, seasonal outdoor furniture, specific kitchen hardware, and specialty organic items carry significantly higher markups. The bargain halo effect created by the cheap hot dog convinces your brain that the entire warehouse is an absolute discount paradise, causing you to drop hundreds of dollars on items that could easily be found. Furthermore, the sheer physical scale of the store plays a major role in your financial depletion. The shopping carts at Costco are nearly double the size of standard supermarket carts, engineered to make a normal amount of groceries look empty and inadequate, subconsciously pushing you to fill the void. This layout forces you to encounter bulk meat packaging, industrial-sized frozen food boxes, and massive stacks of snacks that trick your mind into thinking you are stocking up for survival, when in reality, you are just overbuying. As you make your way to the final stage of the journey, you enter the high-pressure checkout environment. Costco deliberately designs this area with minimal distractions but massive conveyor belts to maintain high-velocity turnover. There are no express lanes for people with only 2 or 3 items, reinforcing the psychological norm that everyone here buys in massive, industrial volumes. When the receipt checker marks your paper slip at the exit door, it feels like a simple security measure, but it is actually the final psychological seal of approval, ensuring you leave the building feeling like a highly efficient. To break down this illusion even further, look at how the warehouse leverages the power of free samples. The station workers handing out tiny cups of snacks are not just trying to feed you lunch, they are triggering a powerful human urge known as reciprocity. When someone gives you something for free, your brain subconsciously feels obligated to give something back, which often translates to throwing a full-sized, 10-pound box of that exact item into your cart. This sensory manipulation bypasses your logical reasoning, turning a passive observer into an active buyer in seconds. Additionally, the deliberate absence of windows and clocks inside the building is a calculated technique borrowed directly from casino design. By isolating you from the outside world, Costco distorts your perception of time, causing you to linger far longer than you intended, and every extra minute you spend walking those concrete floors directly increases the private label illusion runs much deeper when you examine the secret manufacturing partnerships behind Kirkland Signature. Costco frequently contracts with major national brands to package top-tier products under the Kirkland name, allowing them to offer high quality at a lower cost, but this creates a dependency where consumers stop cross-checking prices altogether. You become so conditioned to believe that the Kirkland logo equals the absolute lowest possible price that you stop noticing when name brand items on adjacent shelves are quietly marked up. This blind trust is the ultimate goal of the corporate trust loop, transforming smart consumer skepticism into total brand loyalty. Even the pricing tags themselves carry a secret code designed for retail insiders, not the everyday consumer. If you look closely at the numbers on a Costco price tag, items ending in 99 cents indicate standard retail pricing, while items ending in 97 cents mean the product has been marked down for clearance. An asterisk in the top right corner of the sign indicates that the item is discontinued and will not be restocked, creating an immediate psychological trigger of extreme urgency that forces you to buy it immediately before it disappears forever. This subtle labeling system allows the company to move massive quantities of inventory without ever broadcasting a traditional store-wide clearance sale. When you look at the macroeconomics of the Costco business model, the reality becomes even more shocking. The vast majority of Costco's net profit does not come from the items sold on the shelves, but rather from the annual membership fees collected from over 100 million people worldwide. This means the goods inside the warehouse are essentially a secondary mechanism designed to keep you paying that recurring subscription fee year after year. The entire retail environment is built to validate that membership cost, making you feel like a privileged insider who has gained exclusive access to a secret supply chain, while in reality, you are paying upfront for the privilege of spending more money in bulk. Do not shop at Costco again until you understand the deep operational mechanics of what it truly is. It is not just a wholesale warehouse designed for middle-class savings, but a beautifully optimized, billion-dollar behavioral experiment where saving money is the ultimate illusion, and shopping is an engineered pleasure, but absolutely never an accident. Turn your awareness into power, question the scale of the deals, look past the giant packaging, and take back control of your cart before you walk through those sliding doors again.